Alright, hey guys, what's going on? Alright, so you guys probably clicked on this video because today was supposed to be the day. It was supposed to be the day where you could finally afford to get your girlfriend or boyfriend something spectacular. All the big YouTubers were way off. So if you guys don't watch my videos, I talk about Ethereum. It is a cryptocurrency which is very volatile, which can be scary, but that's why it got me. So what I'm actually going to be talking about today is why I'm not actually upset that this number is not at 2,500 today. All the big guys, not even like, obviously like 2,500 was the average that everyone was saying. Some people were saying 3,000, some people were saying all that kind of stuff. Why I was not excited by that number is because I know that is astronomically high. So this number actually did get closer to 2,500 because of one guy. Without Elon Musk tweeting about Bitcoin and in his investment within Bitcoin, I think it was $1.5 billion, this number would still be roughly, probably, I think, around 1650, and we would still be making more money using the strategy I'm about to tell you. So using this market now is really important, and what I've been doing over the last month since they started saying that it was going to be $2,500, I've been making a good amount. So this is a month graph of Ethereum. Some people don't know exactly what they're looking at. That's fine. If you guys want to look at this and you want to see kind of like pattern recognition, I also posted a video about that on my channel. But basically, in any sort of trading platform, any sort of day trading, swing trading, leveraging, all that kind of stuff is based off of selling high and buying lows. If you guys don't know, Bitcoin and Ethereum work identically together. If you look at their charts over the last 5 years, I guess Ethereum is only 5 years old, you will see that whenever Bitcoin's doing well, Ethereum's doing well. Whenever Bitcoin's in a bear market, Ethereum's in a bear market. What you really want to do is you want to pick a number in your head that you really want to work with. Now, whatever your investment is, if it's, one Ethereum, if it's half an Ethereum, if it's whatever it is all going to depend on how much money you're going to make and what you can make and all that good stuff. Now, for this, based off of what we're going to do is I'm just going to generalize and use one Ethereum per transaction that I'm doing. So what I've been doing over the last month, which has actually gained me 2,500 USD, which is what they were saying, is actually buying and selling Ethereum. If you guys see, if you watch all the big guys' videos on my TikTok, if you guys go there and actually watch it, they're all saying what I'm doing now. They know that holding is not the smartest decision that you could be doing. You could actually be making more money, and they actually make more money with this volatility. So if you guys don't know what any of this looks like, please go watch my other video that I talk about candles and all that good stuff. You start to see things like these. These are great things to see, especially with a consolidation. So whenever you see this is what you should be looking for. If you guys ever see these, it's a good time to buy in because you know that there's going to be some upward potential, especially within, if it's 100 USD within all-time highs, it's a really good time to buy in. So now with my strategy, I have been using 100 USD as my cop out. So when I make 100 USD profit, that is when I'm looking to sell, unless I see another one of these big green candles. If we go in here, I'm looking at this, I see this consolidation, it's going from 1260 all the way down to 1192. That's 60 USD drop. Okay, that's fine. If it was to go down to, if we're going down to 1160, that would be a good time for me to buy in. That's what I've been doing, 100 USDs, as long as you could see that, previously it didn't go down or is on a downward scale. If you noticed, so if you see this, we're talking about this candle again. It started to get this big shot up, and say we got halfway through it, right? A lot of the time you don't know if it's going to be like this big, long, super fast candle. These go up really, really quick. Like if you're watching them, you'll know that it's going to be a big push when these numbers start going up by like 20 USD within 2 minutes. So say you got in at halfway, right? So say we're in at 1280. Okay, perfect. So you keep holding and holding and holding. If we go all the way up to 1380, that would be your 100 USD. See how it kind of consolidated there for a second and then shot back up to all-time highs? In my opinion, if you get out on that 100 USD, you're going to make money in the long term. Now, obviously, you're going to lose money, which a lot of people get upset about. Oh, well, if I would have stayed, I would have lost profit. Yeah, sure. You can think of it as a roulette table. Yeah, sure. You could bet on red and red and red and say you miss one and you don't want to keep continuously betting your money and you take your money off the table and it hits red when you say, oh, well, I was going to go in again. Yeah, sure. It's called gambling. It's called take profits. That's my way of doing it. Set a number, and we're gonna say 100 USD, right? $100 is going to be where we're gonna stop. Now, if you guys are buying one Ethereum, 100 USD, perfect. That's gonna be what you guys are doing. Now, so you take profits at 100 USD. You know this market is gonna go back down. So if you would have did that, right? So if we go here, and you get your 100 USD profit, you would see it go up, right? Almost by, another 50. You're like, oh, I missed out in some profit. Yeah, sure. Okay, it goes back down to where you were again, right? So for up here, not a 100 USD drop. You see how this is 1431 over in the corner, okay, if you guys can't see, and it drops down to 1356, right? Now, again, if you were to buy in, right, not a big 100 USD drop. If you were to buy in here, yeah, sure, you can make some money again, but you get this big retracement right back down to 1262. So if you guys were to just wait for this big retracement and your 100 USD, you would then, again, make money. As you can see, 1262 all the way back up to, right, 1380. If you guys were to cash out at this point and make your 100 USD profit, you're not losing out in a lot of profits, as you can see. And again, now you're out of the market. So you're out of the market and you're waiting for another time to get back in, because this big thing happens where you're going to lose a lot of profit if you're holding your Ethereum the entire time, right? We're going right from 1371 all the way down to 1,000. You're losing out in $300 of profit. So if you're out of the market, that means that you can get back in at a cheaper point. That's what you guys were going to want to do. And this has consistently happened over the last month. So if you are doing these 100 USD buy orders, that's going to be the big thing. Now, there's a couple things you got to worry about. Manipulation of the market. Now, these markets are always going to be manipulated. Every sort of market out there in stocks, I've noticed, is manipulated by a few things. Bought in at 1,300, okay, right, and you take your profits at 1,400, okay, or wherever you guys want to take it, 1,400, you would have missed out in, okay, another 200 USD profit. They're always bouncing off all-time highs. There's one time it bounced off all-time highs, second time, and third time, and then fourth time actually broke the resistance line and continuously went going. Now, why my strategy doesn't work, and you got to account for a few things and doesn't work perfectly, is because right here was the manipulation of the market. So YouTubers were on stream telling everyone to buy Ethereum to break that resistance line, so it actually pushed up further all the way to this little 1,600 range. So you're also going to have the risk management of having your money outside of this market and being able to get in at a lower point. Also, you're not going to lose out in big dips like this where, okay, all my money's already in Ethereum. I either have to put more into the market and buy more over time, which people can do, and if you have the money to do that, that's great. But if you want to, invest a certain amount of money and it's already in there, taking your profits out, putting them back in my opinion, is going to be the best way to do it. It's the way I am. I have some Ethereum that I hold just because I enjoy being invested and watching and seeing and not missing out in too many opportunities. But there's different ways of doing this, and I just play around with this kind of money. Taking profits, buying, whatever you want to do. There's a bunch of different ways that you guys can do this, but that's what I've been doing for the 100 USD strategy in my mind, because, again, I've seen over time that 100 USD has been happening more and more, and it's becoming very common, and you can make a lot of money in between the lines. So when big YouTubers are out there telling you these crazy amounts just to get you guys addicted to Ethereum, please be aware of the risk when you're doing it. It does not mean that you're going to be rich. Don't be greedy. Could be a lot of work for some people because you work a 9-to-5 job. I guarantee you, I work a 9-to-5 job, but I still have the chance to look at my phone every once in a while just to see and try to manipulate this market in my best abilities. So, hope this helped you guys out a little bit. Hopefully, you guys aren't too depressed because of all the big YouTubers telling you guys we're going to be rich on Valentine's Day. I feel bad for you guys, so hopefully you still have a little bit of money. Obviously, Ethereum is still on an upwards trend. That's a great thing. We want to keep this. This is the way you make a lot of money in this market. Now, again, if you guys just want to try this out and just fake it, right? Like, just say, okay, I'm going to try his, but I'm just going to hold my Ethereum just because I don't want to do buying and selling and all that stuff. Okay, fine. You just try to do it, write it down on a sheet of paper in your phone, what you would have done, and to see if you would have made more money doing my way or just holding your Ethereum. Hopefully this helps. If you guys have any comments, questions, leave them down in the section below. If you guys haven't checked out my TikTok, or if you came over from TikTok, Hopefully you guys follow that as well. I post daily about Ethereum and what's going on. As always, let's play it off with some music.